When I learned that former Congressman Upshaw was helping Roy Davis pose as an FBI agent to secure donations for an orphanage, and that Roy Davis claimed to have had a vision for the orphanage scheme, I wanted to know more about this vision and what those donations were used for. Davis had a long trail of accusations and convictions for swindling people out of their money, and I had no doubt that he was up to no good. But I was curious to see why a respected former congressman of the United States would join him in doing so. There had to be so much more to this vision than met the eye, and Upshaw's involvement had to be for purposes other than religion. According to the San Bernardino, California newspapers, William D. Upshaw and Roy E. Davis had convinced a wealthy Elizabeth Usher to donate $8,500 to build an orphanage. In today's money, that is almost $125,000. It was no small amount of money that she had entrusted to the two men. She donated most of the money after Roy Davis posed as a federal agent in July of 1943, and later thousands more during a prayer meeting on the grounds of the orphanage site. Somehow their scam was exposed, and it was made public that the men were not as respectable as they had claimed, and the money was not being used for the purposes in which it was intended. Before long, all donors were attempting to get their money back, which resulted in a criminal investigation and a court trial. During the trial, attorneys for Elizabeth Usher informed the court that Usher was not the only victim defrauded, and that Davis was armed with a firearm, which was a felony in California. I wondered, what did Davis need with a firearm in an evangelistic meeting or a children's orphanage? Multiple people witnessed Davis posing as a federal agent. One of them, a Baptist minister, witnessed Davis making the claim as many as 10 times. Reverend John Williams testified to the court that the records seized by the government officials were not correct, and that the money was being used for an unknown purpose. He told the jury that Davis kept 2 sets of accounting books. One book was for the public to see, and the other one was to be kept private. The name of the other witness called to testify was a name that I was already familiar with. Miss Lily Galloway of Santa Monica was present with William Upshaw and Roy Davis at the time that Davis claimed to be a federal agent.